Hey, hello, and welcome again. Hello, hope you're doing well. Look at the trees. Hey, therefore God. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Look at the trees. Is that tree? Is that a woman? Does that tree look like a woman? Excuse me. Excuse me. Does that tree look like a woman? That's what I'm looking at. Yes. I was looking at it. Hey, hello. Well, it's good to see you. Look at the trees. And this is a video that I knew I was going to make in a matter of time. And there's going to be plenty more. I don't know what is. Listen, not that I don't know. I do know. Preachers are scammers. Pastors are scammers. Anyone that claims to be speaking on behalf of God is a thief and a scammer. And guys, I'm banned again on TikTok for no apparent reason. So I'm just, anyway, my manager is on it. Hopefully, he will get me sorted. We'll see what happens. Well, one day it's good to see you. Good to see you. So that's why I'm not streaming on TikTok, but it's okay. It's okay. This one, I want to put it here on YouTube because I'm not understanding. I am not understanding what is going on here. In fact, one day, this is going to be like a 3-part series. In fact, as I was thinking about it, I wasn't sure where to begin with this, but no, we need to talk about Daddyfreeze. For those of you who don't know Daddyfreeze, I have talked about him on this channel like 2 years ago. There was a time I was doing streams about Freeze, but I gave it a rest because I thought, okay, he's exposing the others. Let me just let him. But how is it that somebody who calls himself a Bible scholar is hanging with thieves and scammers? Thieves, scammers, pulpit bandits. He is the common denominator among thieves. And that goes to show, they say a friend of a thief. You know that that person is a thief and you still keep on hanging with that person. The friend of a thief is also a thief. You cannot tell us that you didn't know that this man was a scammer. For those of you who do not know, I'm going to break it down just bit by bit. So let's do this. Let me see, Toby. Okay. Okay, so for those of you who don't know really what's going on, let me break it down little bits. So this person that you are looking at here is a pastor. His name is Tobi Adegboyega. He is a pastor here in the UK. He has been exposed for being a cult leader. It was bad. The expose was bad. This is a preacher who just came from Nigeria on a visitor's visa and never went back. He has been living in the UK illegally. But because he is a preacher, he calls himself a preacher. He was working in the kitchens as a kitchen porter. But the kitchen porter job, of course, how much was he making? He was squatting when he eventually decided to go and do this pastor work. You know, pastors, they are the biggest scammers on earth. And so he went and he found a niche, and that is the young people of London. The young people, they need nurturing, they need mentoring, they need, there's a yearning, there's a need. And a lot of them, the black kids of London, a lot of them have grown up with families that are religious. So you find these people are struggling with identity, struggling with drugs, struggling with trying to fit in, right? And this man latched on to those people who were vulnerable, people who were desperate, young people, very young. Bring them in, and we started church full of young people. And one brings another, one brings another. Before you know it, lots of young people in his church. They started doing this communal living and giving them mentors. Tobi Adegboyega was scamming those children. When they ask them to come together in that communal living, every one of them is sent out to go and work. And you bring your money and give it to the mentor, who then passes it on to Tobi Adegboyega. There was a whole BBC documentary about this. Now, I will do tomorrow, because I have tons of videos, and I'm glad I never deleted them, because I knew a day like this would come. But the person that we are talking about today, okay, so this preacher, right? The news broke today. Let's see. So let's see if we can play this. Why is this thing not playing?
Their sentences. There's a reminder of some of their actions in the prisons, releasing more than 1,700 offenders who had served more than 40% of their sentences. There's a reminder of some of their actions of the prisoners.
What's prisoners, right? But wait, hold on. So Pastor Tobi Adegboyega, the cult leader living in Britain unlawfully, is to be deported. His case has been decided, and they are to deport him after his cult church is shut down over alleged 1.87 million fraud. This man has been flamboyant. He has been, look, he showcases cars, wealth, opulence. All of it is just a facade. It's just a facade. So this Nigerian pastor has lost his deportation battle, despite claiming it would breach his human rights, after his controversial church was shut down over an alleged £1.87 million fraud. The UK government shut down this church but never investigated. They never carried out a criminal investigation. And that is a slap in the face for all the young victims that were in that church. All the young victims whose money it was that this man scammed. Apparently, he's the cousin of Star Wars actor John Boyega. So, this is the news that has broken, right, today. But his friend, Daddyfreeze, online personality, let me show you Daddyfreeze, online personality. Wait, where is it? So who is Daddyfreeze, right? Let's see. So Daddyfreeze, he was a radio presenter for years. He was an event compare. He hosted a number of music concerts, comedy shows, Nollywood premieres, right? In 2020, he announced his departure from his radio station, Cool FM. and decided that he wanted to go and be an online preacher, online personality. I honestly don't know what to even listen. He wears so many hats. He's jack of all trades, but he was an online preacher. But the choice of people that he hangs out with, he loves the good things. When he first started, he would display his Rolexes with his food. Rolex and food, food and Rolex. Then he started hanging out with one of the biggest known fraudster, and everybody was like, ah, how can you, an online preacher, be hanging out with fraudsters? He didn't care until that fraudster was nabbed in Dubai. They nabbed the guy. Come and see Daddyfreeze. Now coming to do video. Oh, how we met. Oh, ha, oh. Let me show you Daddyfreeze with his former, I don't know, they might still be friends. But that fraudster has been nabbed for stealing from the American people. Nigerian boy. He stole from the from the American people during the I think it was during COVID. Was it COVID? I don't even know. I think it was COVID. Hmm. The UK, the American government worked with the government in Dubai, and my goodness, they listen. The intel, the oh, it was awesome what these people did and how they nabbed this guy. Let me show you a little bit about that. Hey, we just 666. Good to see you. Good to see you. Is that why he removed the Ade? Is that why he removed it? I mean, who would want to be known with a known fraud? Who would want to? Okay, let me. I don't usually like making myself big and the screen small and tiny. I always like the screen bigger so you guys can see. There we go. You don't need to see me. Me, I don't. You don't need to see me. Honestly, you don't need to see my ugly face. No way. Okay, right. So let's. I want to show you Daddyfreeze with his friend the scammer, Hushpuppi. Oh my goodness, I I wish I could go into a whole lot of details, telling you about all these people. But just know that Hushpuppi was a scammer, a Nigerian boy who went to Dubai, was living in Dubai, and started scamming online. His scams were big. He scammed a lot of Americans and he was living the lifestyle. Fendi, Gucci, Prada, putting it on all his platforms. And can you guess? Can you guess what was the thing that made the American government zero in and the government in Dubai? They trailed all his bullshit. They trailed all his wealth and everything he was posting. They used his posts to nab him. Oh, it was wonderful. Mm-mm. Right, let's see here. Just give me a minute. Let's do this. Right.
Puppy before he was, well, Ramon Hushpuppi Abbas seemed to have it all. Shopping trips in Paris with stops at Gucci and Louis Vuitton, posing by his pricey party cars, be it his Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon or his Ferrari 488 GTB, and showing off his birthday cake that depicted himself on top, surrounded by Fendi bags, were all common Instagram posts by this social media mogul. But here's the thing. All of Hushpuppi's wealth was fake. He had stolen millions from unsuspecting victims and fooled everyone. How did he do it? How long did he get away with it? Where is he now? Stick around to find out.
Thank you, my darling.
So, just who was Hushpuppi before he was, well, Hushpuppi? Born
Is it going
Ramon
too
Abbas in the
fast?
city of Lagos, Nigeria.
Is the video going too fast? Because there's a lot I want to show you, but I want to make sure for the people who don't understand what's going on, you have at least a little, so I'm going to keep you abreast. Tomorrow, I'm going to focus on the scam pastor, right? The one who is going to be deported from the UK. I have got videos. In my archives about that man. That man is dangerous. He's deadly. Look, I don't know how he's still walking around free. It's a pity. And Daddyfreeze, the Bible scholar, walks among thieves. Daddyfreeze. Daddyfreeze, people are waiting for you to come and do another retconning. How are you going to retcon this one now? I think him and Boyega, they've done another video. Daddyfreeze, you call yourself a Bible scholar, but you keep hanging out with the people who show off things that they have stolen from victims. You are part of the problem, Daddyfreeze. You know where these people are getting their money from, but you still choose to hang out with fraudsters. And your name keeps getting dragged in the mud alongside them. You carry on. It's still going to continue.
This social media influencer and future...
Okay, let's take it back. Is it going too
Ramon
fast, guys?
Hushpuppi Abbas seemed to have it all. Shopping trips in Paris with stops at Gucci and Louis Vuitton, posing by his pricey party cars, be it his Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon or his Ferrari 488 GTB, and showing off his birthday cake that depicted himself on top, surrounded by Fendi bags, were all common Instagram posts by this social media mogul. But here's the thing. All of Hushpuppi's wealth was fake. He had stolen millions from unsuspecting victims and fooled everyone. How did he do it? How long did he get away with it? Where is he now? Stick around to find out. So, just who was Hushpuppi before he was, well, Hushpuppi? Born Ramon Abbas in the city of Lagos, Nigeria, this social media influencer and future scammer grew up rather poor and made his living washing cars. His father was a cab driver, and his mother sold bread on the street. No doubt it was these humble beginnings that made Ramon dream of a better life. Unfortunately, he went about getting that better life in the entirely wrong way. Ramon was seduced by the dark underworld of internet scams and started...
He's not the focus of today's... so that's why... Okay, let me put it on to one. Okay, he's not the focus. So...
started working for a company called Yahoo Yahoo.
That's not a company.
You heard that right. This scam company took the name of the sole provider of the internet in Nigeria in a blatant attempt to confuse people. Unfortunately, this works, and people would indeed send over their money. Femi Olabi, a journalist at The Cable, has opened up about the most common and successful scams that Yahoo Yahoo would orchestrate. He said the most common format involved pretending to be an American soldier stranded in Africa. They would send emails requesting money for help to people in America. Mr. Abbas apparently had a real knack for tricking people into sending money, but Abbas wanted more. He traveled to South Africa and met up with even more seedy scammers who taught him how to take his illegal activities to the next level, and Abbas succeeded. After his first big score, he went out and bought a Rolex and posted pictures of it online. As time went on, the posts got more eccentric, and Ramon found he was gaining a following. These early Instagram posts can be traced back to 2012. Behind the scenes, Ramon was considered the ringleader of an entire group of scammers, and he moved his operation to Malaysia and eventually the United Arab Emirates. Part of the appeal of his posts was absolutely Abbas's biting tone. An early post featuring the...
This one had no day job. He had no job that he was doing, but would be posting with all these fancy things, put it on his Instagram. Our friend, the what's his name now? The Bible scholar Daddyfreeze. You see all of this and choose to befriend this guy. Let's continue.
Interior of his Rolls Royce was coupled with the caption, "This post is just to hurt
To
my
hurt
enemies."
your
Another
enemies.
post which highlighted
Look
a
at-
beautifully arranged meal came with the text, "Hope y'all ate today." And his followers, they ate it up. They started referring to Ramon as Boss Man Hush, and soon Abbas had garnered 2.5 million
Million.
Instagram followers under his moniker,
Crazy.
Hushpuppi. Online, everything seemed legit.
Never
Hushpuppi would
followed
post in
this
front of
guy.
private jet.
Never followed this guy. I never. When he would be doing this nonsense, I'm thinking, no, this can't be right. I've heard him speak. I've heard this guy speak. Doesn't sound like somebody who can put sentences together. But I would be seeing, I'd be seeing the post. I'm like, okay, never followed.
Jets. And when a representative from private jet charter company Jetex was questioned about whether or not these photos were real, they responded that Abbas did indeed fly with them. Similarly, an employee at the Lux Dubai Mall was questioned about Hushpuppi's lavish shopping sprees. He was quoted as saying he was in here every day. So, what was Hushpuppi buying? Well, to put it bluntly, anything and everything he wanted. Abbas loved cars. Posts showed off his $1.7 million A Bugatti, his
Wow.
$330,000 2020 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, his $200,000 Bentley Bentayga SUV,
Wow.
and a $330,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith. Abbas happily flaunted his watch and clothes collections as well. Abbas sported $150,000 Rolex watches, tracksuits from Gucci totaling $3,000, Burberry shirts and pants worth well over $1,500, and t-shirts from Louis Vuitton, which cost $880, paired with Supreme pants worth $1,500. But
you
it didn't
imagine?
stop there. Posts showing off Dior and Fendi were also the norm, including one birthday post that showcased Hushpuppi's cake, which featured
This
none
is a
other than
birthday
a
cake.
miniature of Hushpuppi himself surrounded by Fendi bags. A store where you can drop $10,000
You're doing the
on a
wrong
beige
career.
Busan jacket. Many online sources
You want to
claim
go and become a
Hushpuppi had
scammer?
amassed a net worth of over $4 billion. And honestly,
There were some clothes that this boy would wear. You'd be like, what the hell is going on here? It's like dresses with shoulder pad in the name of trying to wear designer clothes. Like, look at that bag right there. That bag looks like a female's bag. It looks like a woman's bag. But it's all designer. We need to show off.
we see why people thought that. Check out this video of Abbas spraying a crowd with $100 bills at DeVito's brother's
Just
wedding.
show off.
When questioned about where his wealth came from, Hushpuppi would simply answer he was a real estate developer, but the numbers didn't add up. Something was wrong here, and the FBI took notice.
Of
Abbas
course they
even one
did.
time slipped a hint of the source of his true wealth in this Instagram post, where he told his followers that he was a beggar by profession. This was closer to the truth than anyone could have imagined. In reality, Hushpuppi's wealth was amassed by a scheme called money laundering. He would use the internet to trick innocent victims into wiring him their money, thinking the money would be going towards something else. In reality, it went right into the pockets of Mr. Abbas. Abbas's victims included a New York law firm where an unsuspecting paralegal was duped into transferring $922,857 straight into Abbas's bank account. A foreign bank was also scammed by Hushpuppi in the amount of $14.7 million in February of 2019, when Hushpuppi's team gained access to the bank's computer network. They then sent fake messages requesting money orders. But their biggest score would have undoubtedly been from an unnamed English Premier League club in the amount of $124 million. However, it was never released if this scam was successful or not. At the height of Hushpuppi's
look
fraud,
at,
he and his team
just look at. It is one thing to wear designer. It's another thing for you to even look good in it. What kind of monstrosity is this? Because you want to wear Gucci and take photos. But oh well.
were easily gaining $1 million to $5 million per scam. And this would happen about once or twice a week. But all that came to an end in 2020. In June of 2020, SWAT teams arrived at Abbas's Dubai home.
Listen, the way these people came in on this guy, oh, they came in unsuspecting. Ish. The guy had no idea he was in his house. Look at him. Look at his. Look. This is when he was arrested. These people had been following. They got him from here outside onto a private. I think it was a plane, right? To put him on the plane, and Dubai has already signed with the US to extradite. Boy, was he extradited. Jail. Americans don't play. Americans do not play.
Located at the exclusive Palazzo Versace. Behind the scenes, the FBI...
He lived in the Palazzo Versace hotel. He lived in the hotel. Anyway, let's continue.
I had been
He's not the focus of this.
Who was behind these massive scams? And by analyzing not only text messages, but get this, Abbas's social media posts, they were able to get the information they needed to secure an arrest. Let that sink in for a second. The very medium that Abbas loved to flex on became the very thing that led to his downfall. The FBI were able to secure not only the contact information for Mr. Abbas from his gram, but the icing on the cake came from a certain birthday post where Rahman had a mini figurine of himself surrounded by Fendi bags. This post allowed investigators to verify his date of birth and track him to a visa application. The team now had all they needed. When the SWAT team arrived, they found not only designer goods, but millions of dollars in cash. Wow. In fact, when it was all said and done, $40 million in cash, 47 smartphones, and 13 vehicles were apprehended. They also found over 2 million email addresses of potential victims. Now, the influencer known as Hushpuppi is no more. He and his group of criminal conspirators are accused of running internet scams that netted a total of $456 million. Abbas was expelled from the United Arab Emirates and was flown first to Chicago for holding before being transferred to Los Angeles. Here, the Central District of California will be handling the prosecution. We'd say it's going to be a long, long time before the world ever sees a post from one of Hushpuppi.
If you guys are interested, we can come back another day and do a whole live stream about this guy. I've done it before in the past. So, but that's all he did. That's all he did. Wake up in the morning and where are we going shopping today? Take photos. Now, you see somebody like this. Would any of you be hanging out with somebody like this? Will any of you be hanging out with somebody like this? I mean, yes, these are nice things. But if you don't know the source of the wealth, wouldn't you at least tread with caution? But no, our friend Daddyfreeze, he didn't tread with caution. He said, no, I want part of this. So let me show you, Freeze. So Freeze now.
You balance it again. I know they understand.
Freeze went to Dubai. Freeze went to Dubai with his wife. And he went to this guy's home or the hotel where he was living, right? And the guy was showing off. Freeze was recording, was laughing with him, was, showing. I think what I should do is show you a little bit about, just so you can see who Daddyfreeze is. Wait, see him in action when he's preaching, right? Just then we will get back to this particular video. Let's see, what's his name? Okay, Daddyfreeze. Daddyfreeze, okay? I want you guys to see him in action. And some of you may not know, Daddyfreeze was very instrumental in my deconstruction from Christianity. Daddyfreeze would go out debunking preachers in Nigeria. I started, listening to him. I liked what he got to say. I even joined his online church, even donated some money. Then I started to notice his outburst. He has a quick temper on him. It was his birthday, and only one person gave him 20,000 naira. This guy came on a live stream. He was livid. He said, only one person gave me 20,000 naira. He said, you all deserve the pastors that you have. No wonder these pastors would take from you, because you guys are so tight with your money. Can you imagine? Only one and I'm thinking, hold on. Oh. What's going on here? Who hurt this guy? It's your birthday. So what has that got to do with the people that are listening to you? This guy was expecting his followers to fund his lifestyle. That was when I knew that no, this guy, I still stayed a little bit, was watching what was going on. Oh, you remember him? He was all over the net when he got caught up. Okay, Miss Mizani, you remembered Hushpuppi. This Daddyfreeze, right? He was debunking others. He was debunking the other preachers. I was in the Church of England by this time, right? And I had questions. So I'll be listening to Daddyfreeze, then go to church. Sometimes I'll write down some of the things that Daddyfreeze has said. Then go and find Father Richard at the church. And I'm like, Father Richard, there's a man I listened to online, and he said this and this and this. What do you think? Father Richard will say, that is false. You mean the man I listened to online, that one is false? You say, yes, that is not Christian doctrine. I'm like, hey, wait, Daddyfreeze is debunking those other preachers. Yet you, Father Priest, is telling me that he is wrong. Then it dawned on me. This one is saying that one is wrong. This one is saying that one is wrong. I said, could it be that they are all wrong? And I am telling you, the moment I started entertaining that question, could it be that all these pastors, priests, and everybody are all wrong? And the moment I allowed myself to, just explore that question, Christianity was done for me. It just opened up a whole can of worms that I could never get back. I could never take back. Christianity suffered a death that it can never be resurrected. So, Daddyfreeze has been was instrumental in my deconstruction. So, let me show you just a little bit about his so-called preaching he does online. He has a very nasty behavior, though. So let me show you. Right, okay, might show you speaking in tongues. Right, let's see, what does he got?
Speaking in tongues and Christianity. I need to really throw a lot of light on this. I decided to take off my cap today so you guys can see my bald head, my big bald head. Okay, guys, so let's go straight to the point. Like I said earlier on, it started with a conversation I had with Pastor Wale Adefarasin of the Guiding Light Assembly. And I really must appreciate him. He didn't come out and make reference to my ex-wife.
No, he's not an atheist.
Former marriage that failed.
He is not.
He didn't come out to take cheap shots at me. He didn't speak out of insinuations or.
Freeze is not an atheist. I guarantee you, he is not. I have been in Freeze's live stream, right? And I have said to him, where do you stand? I asked the question in his chat, where do you stand? I think I have that video somewhere because I recorded it. Where do you stand? And Freeze said he respects atheists. He respects atheists. Atheists have really good points, but he is not there yet. That he is still a believer, a teacher, a scholar. So no, these were the words out of his mouth. So I disagree. I'll see if I can find in my archives. Yeah, because I was in the chat and I was asking him
sentiments and try to malign my character. He quoted the Bible, and I quoted the Bible, and we discussed the Bible, and we agreed on a few things and disagreed on a few things. But at the end of the day, I parted
you
saying these discussions are very necessary for the body of Christ to be fully established in its right form.
For the body of Christ.
You see, building a car, you know how a car is. Where are my son's toy cars? Jay, you see, let's imagine this is the toy car. Or let's even use the phone as an example. This is the phone, iPhone 6. I cannot type here. Yes, the phone is right, but it is not arranged in a perfect order.
Slightly further so you can hear him.
2 Timothy 2:15. Do your best to present to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of God. That's why I try to give you the example of the iPhone. I cannot correctly handle the iPhone if I'm holding it upside down. Am I making any sense? Now, if you read that same verse from what I just read to you was the New International Version, I want to read the same verse from the King James Version. And it says, study to shew thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not be ashamed, correctly teaching the word of God. If I want to teach you the word of God, I have the responsibility of teaching you the correct word of God. Not only must I give you the iPhone, I must give it to you properly so it can be useful to you, if you understand what I'm talking about. A car upside down, even if it's in perfect condition, cannot move on the road. Now let's move to the scriptures. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Please come and carry your picking.
So this person, he has a mission from God. I don't know, all these people, these lone wolves, we just come and say God sent them to come and teach us the correct thing. Abel Damina, that one too, is now doing the same thing. God will just find all these people. You go and teach people the right word. You go and teach. In his mind at this time, this was how many years ago? 6 years ago. He thought that, because that's about the time I actually deconstructed. He thought that he was the ish. He was the one with the message from Heavenly Jah Jehovah. He thought he was coming to do something, to tell us the right doctrines. I learned some things from him. I won't tell no word of a lie. I learned some things from him.
No, I don't. You are not letting me work. You know me.
I'm not trying to.
Using the same word for two different scenarios, and understand has two meanings in Yoruba, for instance. There is the bo side of understand, and there is the show side of
hold on. I beg. Let me show you just some of the other videos that this guy has done over the years. So look, right? Divorce and remarriage according to the Bible. He came and started teaching people about divorce and remarriage because he was on his second marriage / relationship, and everybody was like, how are you teaching the Bible and you're cohabiting? Well, he said, no, the Bible does not say anything about marriage, right? Do all men cheat in relationship? Is paying tithe, giving money, the origin of Pentecostal church and the monetization? Did Jesus drink alcohol? He said, yeah, Jesus drank alcohol. Is speaking in tongues fake? Should a pastor use a private jet? He said, yes, they can use private jet. See many videos. The lies of Christmas, monetized gospel. So many videos, right? Teaching. And he still teaches the word of God today. In fact, there were videos circulating. He has married his first couple in his online church. So the online couple, I don't know, maybe they met on his platform. But yeah, he conducted the wedding for these people when he came to see Tobi Adegboyega in the UK, right? So now that you've seen Daddyfreeze, right? The scholar. Let's go and see him with scammer Hushpuppi. Okay, right. So this is him with Hushpuppi. He's on a visit to Hushpuppi, right? Okay.
You balance it again. I know they understand. Before they bother me, I don't want to react. I'm not realize that. If me say I'm not careful, this people will give me high blood pressure.
This
Only
is
you go argue this one says. This one will come be like mad person.
this is the Gucci Fendi Prada guy. Can't even construct sentences. Please, I will translate for those of you who may not necessarily understand. He's speaking English though.
So now why I give up on those people. I just give up on Nigeria.
When I drive the Ferrari, they go see whether I still get dealership.
Oh, now
Because God said, I can't carry and
and
see.
do you know one thing I really don't like about Nigerians, commenters, and all this people who feel they
He's
don't
complaining about the
when they
trolls
suspect
online.
something and quickly jump to a conclusion and go and write something bad about that stuff. When they now see, oh, this guy they drive the car every day, this guy collect the number. Dubai now open a public information be everything. If you carry the number plate, check out for our RTA website, you see this car, see owner name, see this person name. Once they can't realize that kind of thing, they will never go back to correct themselves.
That's the thing. They want to write that nonsense.
At that point, they don't come put that for
But they went back to who? To that same page where they commented like, "Oh, that guy saw it on business."
They know they find fault in themselves. They know they find fault, but to find fault in another person. But when they come do wrong, they know they go back go correct themselves. Say,
people are making
so I mislead you now.
So this is him. Oh goodness, just 1 second. Let me show you Daddyfreeze in action in this guy's house, showing off the swimming pool, showing off his bedroom, showing off, Daddyfreeze was so proud to go and hang out with his friend. Even when he at least had an inkling that this guy is suspicious. Suspicious. So he still even has the video on his page. Daddyfreeze still has the video on his page. Let me see if, because comments. I knew it. Somebody wrote, "Who is here after they arrested Hushpuppi?" Someone says, "I'm actually very disappointed that you failed to ask him about his businesses. What he does for a living. You must go and do exclusive for him in prison too." Someone says Versace is the winner in this story. He lived like there was no tomorrow, but now no jacuzzi in that small cell. Somebody says, "I can't wait to listen to Daddyfreeze's sermon this Sunday. Nothing is more reliable than God Almighty." See, somebody says, "See how this Freeze guy that revel with Hushpuppi. Many houseboys, they are more honorable." See, someone says Daddyfreeze is a first class alatenuje. I don't know what alatenuje is. "I am very disappointed in this guy." People put their comments because they were like, "How dare you?" So let me show you Daddyfreeze showing off his friend's mansion, his scammer friend. Then we will now go over to his other scammer friend in the UK now, because he just likes scammers. I don't know. Daddyfreeze has a habit of just putting scammers, I don't know, making them his friends.
I just wanted to use the stairs.
Yes.
See, still at the Burberry VIP lounge. Mm-hmm.
So more unveiling of gifts.
They even
Right.
for the camera. The free nation is in Christ. Yes. Free nation in Christ. I don't know if it was the guy's birthday or something. I don't know. See, look at guys. I tell you, this guy just the show off was on a different scale. Look at, and Freeze is the one recording. Look at, it's like a bomb. All these people, they all know that this guy is a scammer. I bet some of these people here were working for the FBI. I bet some of these people were working for the FBI, because it was not long after this he was arrested. Okay, let's go forward a bit so you can see Daddyfreeze. Okay, this is where they're talking. So let's see when they start showing off. Okay, this is where they start eating.
Happy birthday, Hush. Are you do birthday now? We enjoy.
No, now I bet you.
Showing off cars. See, guys, look.
Welcome to my small
I'm
house.
one of the few people that can catch up when you never shower. Hush. I don't see house for my life. This one day different.
No.
Yato.
Look at this. Everything in the house is by Versace, down to the spoons, the cups, the dustbin, the floor, the furniture, everything. Daddyfreeze. It's crazy, right?
Hushpuppi himself. Taste buds.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
That's his
Very
wife.
few of us have the rare privilege of seeing
Daddyfreeze's
Hushpuppi
wife.
before he has his bath.
His wife is
Everybody else is inside Balenciaga. Family is different from friendship. Ashiri,
Yes,
don't be.
Yes,
All right. Here, my flow, Lord. What's up, Sean?
I can imagine that right now, as this is going on, the
All right.
FBI probably
Champagne
has
in Versace
recorders
glasses.
here right now.
Click.
Daddy,
Cheers to the good life.
to the good life. Look at him, guys. He was arrested in this t-shirt.
We have actually done a YouTube video, but the timing was wrong.
Was that no?
We
I
didn't
don't
get the timing right and too many
Was it the
activities.
t-shirt he was wearing?
Still white
This is the one. Look at your wife.
King Hush.
White House. Yes, White House.
Make I carry my champagne, like leave her for down.
All Versace. These are supposed to be preachers, people that preach the word of God.
Wow. So this is your pool here.
I don't know if you fall in love with the pool or the pool.
Wow. Rooftop pool. Just peeping and see the sneakers, small. I'm not going to show you too much.
Anything that happens here is between you and God.
Anything.
Look at the view down.
Let me take it. That's just my champagne glass. So from here you can see the birch. Let me zoom in so you guys can see the birch. That's the birch right there. And that's the puppy right here.
Cold
Whoa.
and uninviting. Yeah, because it's
take a
all
look at that.
scamming.
Look at
So
that pool.
it's all
This is like
scamming.
Vegas. Taste buds. Click more champagnes.
Honestly.
One day we'll reach here.
Amen.
One day you will reach here.
Oh well, we are here.
One day you plan to get here. Daddyfreeze.
That's one more quick look. See the shoe
I
collection.
hope you get there so you can find yourself in jail too.
Man.
Look at
This can be real.
it. Is okay.
This
Yeah,
pool
it
is
is
nicer
real.
than my estate pool.
Showing off.
Come on, man. Hush, can we come?
Yes, please. I wanted to
Into
open
his
so you can come from
bedroom.
inside.
Nah, fam.
Nah, fam.
And this.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
So when you wake up in the morning, you press the remote control, you see your pool,
Yes.
and then you see the world,
Yes.
and then you go back to sleep.
Real sunlight.
Real sunlight. No, it's
And
a
that's your
fake
bathroom.
sunlight.
Yes.
Has any camera ever come into this bathroom?
No.
About this now, first in, you get to see first.
It was this t-shirt he was arrested in. Would it be? I think it was shortly after this that he got arrested. So I am sure that all this that might have helped the FBI. Daddyfreeze would have helped the
But I get
FBI
exclusive,
when he
sha.
posted all these things. He said, "Did you see? Did you hear Daddyfreeze?" He said, "But I get all the exclusives." Daddyfreeze, you get all the exclusive of scammers. Congratulations.
As you just peep inside, you go see Fendi, you must see Balenciaga.
Uh-huh.
You must see them. Man, just waking up to this pool. Champagne in your hand. About this no be lucky. Hey, I will not going to wear the same size. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I always have like the whole.
You they rearrange?
Yes. They arrange it so
they
don't understand.
So how do you arrange it? Tell me about this arrangement.
Oh, okay. So we just it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Nike Off-White collaborations.
Yeah.
These are the Blazers. These are the Air Force Ones. These are the Air Maxes, Air Max. And this, the same shoes.
Yeah.
And I have the same shoes in different colors in over 10 or 15 colors.
The exact same shoes.
Yes.
Dude is not joking.
The exact same shoes.
Yes.
10 of them in different colors. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, that's it. So they
They
go outside, they start talking, they do all these things. They go and
table
eat.
Versace.
The table is
Hushpuppi
Versace.
See that beautiful Versace.
I'm telling you guys, I'm sure the FBI, they are recording all of this. I bet they've got cameras in here. I know.
Bless this food, oh Lord. Amen.
Bless this food, oh Lord. So they start talking, they start doing all this, and then see
this carbon fiber plenty.
Daddyfreeze even jumped inside some of these cars to drive them.
Fire it by yourself.
He gave him the key. Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Look at him. Look at Daddyfreeze.
Come and help me with my bag.
Now there they go see you. No see him. See you now. Now there they go see you.
Baba, make I tell you something. If you say you rent this motor, by now you don't pay 3 times the price of the person we buy it. Engine start.
And online sorry for the noise, guys. Hey, come on now, will you stop with this noise, please? Can you stop with the noise? Come on, man. Oh. Stop. Come on. Goodness. Make my ears go deaf. Boys and their toys. Okay. Look at him. Feeling very happy with himself. So guys, as soon as this was done, not long after, what's his name? Hushpuppi was arrested, and everybody came pouncing on Freeze. They were like, Freeze? Wait, hold on. Was it not you that was with this guy. Now, Freeze had to come and do a video exonerating himself. After the guy was arrested. Fear. Hey, let me show you the video that Freeze did. Look.
Infinix
See,
phone
look,
launch, and I was
now.
one of the guests.
Look at him. Now, see.
How did I meet Hushpuppi? I went to Dubai in December 2017. It was an Infinix phone launch, and I was one of the guests. And one of the days I was in my hotel room, and I tweeted that I was in Dubai, and he reached out to me, and we hooked up. And we had dinner, and what we talked about was social media influencing and trolls and that kind of thing, nothing else. And he told me there that he was an influencer. I went back to Nigeria. We kept in touch, like I keep in touch with a lot of people. He was very cool. At that point, I was going through a lot in the hands of my former friends, who simply because I decided to show them stuff in the Bible that went against the teachings of their pastors, they all went against me. I was unfollowed by a huge volume of people. But Hushpuppi didn't unfollow me. He reached out to me, hung out with me, didn't discriminate against me. Why should I discriminate against him? He's told me what his source of income was as of that time. Now, let me make a statement clear to you. I do not support fraud. And I do not support even the appearance of fraud. So, against me, why should I discriminate against him?
For the record, Hushpuppi never gave me 1 cent or 1 kobo. You ate his food. You drove the car. You went to you were so excited. Now look at you. Oh, he never gave me 1 cent or 1 kobo only. This guy, you would think that after this, he learned his lesson. I'm going to show you what he is getting himself into today. This guy, he has not learned his lesson.
He's told me what his source of income was as of that time. Now, let me make a statement clear to you. I do not support fraud, and I do not support even the appearance of fraud.
You do.
I wouldn't do a video today showcasing his lifestyle if he had a case in court or if he had a case with the police. As of the time I did the video, which is exactly 8 months ago, according to YouTube data that's available to you, he had no case. And even now, until he's proven guilty by a competent court, we have to sit down and wait and allow the court to do its work. While we were driving, he got calls from Gucci, he got calls from Versace, he got calls from LV, all wanting to host him. And he says he's an influencer. He didn't get any call from any hackers. He didn't get any call, at least while I was there. There was nothing suspicious while I was there. I didn't meet him at the venue of a crime or a crime scene. I met him in 2 places. One, the Burberry VIP lounge that was open to exclusive members of the public, and his house. The interview was shot either in those places or in between those places. We never hung out, and I never saw him personally hang out with any criminals or anything. Simple. Now, that's my job. It's my job to bring you exclusive interview. So allow me to do my work. You're asking me about his source of income? Go and watch my video recorded a year ago.
It is not your job. Nobody asked you. Nobody made you the source of exclusives. Nobody. You sent yourself. Your greed sent you there. Telling his wife, one day we too will get here. It is my job to bring you exclusives. What exclusives? Anyway, so you would think that this guy has learned his lesson, right? After Hushpuppi was found guilty, they bundled the guy. In fact, let me see if I can find his arrest video, because that video always makes me laugh. The arrest video of Hushpuppi. That makes me laugh. Hold on. No. Him and his big belly, they arrested them together. Hushpuppi and his big belly, they arrested the two together. Bundled both of them. Look at him. Him and all his compadres. It's all of them. The investigation was thorough. Look, they titled this assignment to get this guy Fox Hunts 2. It's a woman's business. Look at them. They line them up. Look at him. See him. Him and his big belly. Arrested together. Look. Okay, no, it's not the same t-shirt. But look at him in the Versace house that this man was busy recording. Look at from here straight to the plane to the US. Americans don't see 2 million victims. This man is terrible. Look at them, bunch of scammers. Okay, so you would think that Mr. Freeze has learned his lesson. No, he has not learned his lesson. So what Freeze now decided to do is this controversial pastor, Tobi Adegboyega, a con man, a cult leader, Daddyfreeze now starts befriending that guy. People were like, you've not learned your lesson? No. He's not learned his lesson. They start frolicking. Freeze will be here in the UK, hanging out with his friend. The two of them doing their thing, showing videos. Let me show you Freeze. Oh, Freeze he really needs to be called out. He's a real nuisance. Freeze deserves to be called out because no. People like this should not even be talking to anyone at all about anything. Give me a second. Let me show you Freeze in action. This time around with Tobi Adegboyega. Let's see, where did we go? Where's that video? Here we go. This is it here. Right.
I was checking out earlier on the grain of this marble. Nigerian people, they import this kind of marble
Guys,
now.
so
I didn't tell you, since I don't come this world, I never
when
see
I
this kind of marble in
watched
Nigeria.
this video,
So beautiful. And then you have the view. This is the kind of home you should raise your.
when I watched this video, a lot of alarm bells were ringing from the moment the camera turned on. This man was a kitchen porter, and now he is a pastor. Within a space of 5 years, now he's got all this wealth. Meanwhile, he's got all these young children. And the BBC, I don't know if the BBC had done an expose by this time. You would think that Freeze would have at least learned his lesson from the other one. No. Now look at Freeze and his wife again. Okay.
So we're arriving at Crab Apple Court. And there's Abby. Hi, good morning. So breakfast today with Pastor Toby, Pastor Oni, Taste Buds, of course, and I, at the Gold House, one of the most beautiful houses where the Wealth Nation families stay.
Wealth Nation family.
House is so beautiful.
So in this man's cult, Tobi Adegboyega's cult, they will group everyone in all these different homes, communal living, Like I said to you earlier on, the idea behind that, they tell the youngsters that they need mentors. They will assign them to different houses. There was sexual abuse in those houses, financial abuse. There was all sorts of different abuse went on in these houses. The UK government were praising Tobi Adegboyega because he put up this persona. I'm helping the young people. I'm taking them away from drugs. In the church, he will say, if you're a gang leader, drop your knife. Then on Monday, he will carry the knives to the police, take pictures. Look, we brought knives. Oh, they thought, wonderful, the church is doing this. He started inviting Toby to all these different places. He's taking photos with all these people, but it was all a ruse. He was just putting all that out there to make people think he was doing something good. But meanwhile, he was busy scamming those kids. So this here, you would think that this is Toby's house, right? But this is just a rented place that a whole group of them live here, including Toby and his wife. The other pastors, the other people, this is what they did. They would get houses and then just heap themselves in there. So when you see this, you think, oh, wow, beautiful. There could be up to 20 people living in here. Toby's not lifting a finger at all. He's not doing anything. The young kids, they're the ones who have to pay for all of this.
Breakfast is better than any 11-star hotel that I've been to. I was checking out earlier on the grain of this marble. Nigerian people, what this kind of marble give us now? And they tell you, since I don't come this old, I never see this kind of marble for Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
Freeze has started again. Look at
you. This is the kind of home you should raise your children.
Mm-hmm.
Not home where your policemen are shooting. Bah, bah, bah.
Shut up.
Like Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to have breakfast and fun. Pastor Daniel, what's up, bro? Abby.
Pastor Daniel.
And this is Mrs. Pastor Oni. Pastor Mrs.
To the National International Office. This office is
okay. I want to listen to what's been said. Any clever person will already spot the scam. As the people were speaking, as all of this, I was like, whoa. Something's not adding up here. So he's about to tell about the Nation family, what they do, how they get their wealth. Okay. Wait, let me put the thingy on. Okay. Right, here we go.
Pastor Tobi Adegboyega. Within this office, the Nation is built up of 140 companies.
So,
all of these entrepreneurs are the guys that you meet as pastors, ministers, leaders within the Nation family. As of right now, on audit, our revenue is about £10 million valuation on the 140 companies. Their revenue yearly is about half of that, or just under. And our plans are to finally sit down with KPMG or Deloitte to get this properly evaluated so that we can sit down with Parliament and discuss about what we're contributing to the United Kingdom.
Sit down with Parliament. Although he's saying that Pastor Toby, the former kitchen porter, that he is the one overseeing 140 companies within this church. They've put their pastors and church members, right? This is the impression they were giving people, that they were helping everyone set up companies. These companies will be registered, will never trade one day. Not one day. But they say 100. And I was thinking, wait, Tobi Adegboyega is overseeing 140 companies. That's a lie. Just listening to this, I could tell. So me, I was now thinking, hold on. If Adegboyega is the one in charge of all of this, why is Toby not saying anything? Watch, you will see Toby very timid. You see Toby very timid. You know why? Toby did not want to put himself as the man in the front. Toby was very clever. Did not put his name on any of the documents, nothing, so that nothing could be traced back to him. But he was in charge of everything. So if he had come here and was showing it thing of, this could make people think that he is the one in charge. But like this now, he can say, no, it's this guy who is in charge. Right? Can you see? And yes, Miss Masani should have kept a low profile. Scam beggars, all of them.
And these are all. This is the all office space. You know, that's Pastor Tobi right there. Yo,
You can
what do
see
you
him
want
in
to
the
know
corner
about
hiding.
Taste buds?
This is the House of Medics.
Yes, this is the House of Medics.
Medical professionals. There's about 3,000 medical professionals subscribed to this house. Alone, led by Dr. Emma, Pastor Dr. Emma. And her husband.
3,000 medical professionals subscribed to this house. A kitchen porter who has never studied medicine a day in his life is now overseeing 3,000 medical professionals. Guys, how does this make any sense? All this is just mouth. Brag for nothing. See, guys, look at Toby at the back there. The one overseeing 140 companies. Look at him at the back. Hiding. Toby, come to the front and come and speak. They're going to ask Toby a question. You will see the way the guy, he just, that's when I knew that this, no. This is terrible.
Pastor Dr. Abraham. The Limitless family, you may know them as the Hope Dealers. The Limitless family has a studio in Soho. We have about 1,000 people subscribed to their studio.
1,000 people
Artists
subscribe
like
to their.
Zlatan, and many others that you love have all stepped into the Limitless studio. So stay tuned to something else.
Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, they say Hope Dealers had a studio. This Hope Dealers was a former gang members who were now members of this church, but would now sing songs for God, but like they were still in the gang. It was terrible. Let me show you Tobi Adegboyega in that studio. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Hold on, let me see if I can find Tobi Adegboyega. Listen, I was invested in Tobi Adegboyega one time. Tobi Adegboyega in the studio. Oh, you should hear him. Oh, it was terrible. Okay. Guys, listen to Tobi Adegboyega in the studio.
All my guys are dripping. Show your drip. Don't worry. Oh my God, this drip is drippy. Oh my God, look at this drip. This is dripping, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show my drip. Dripping.
Okay.
Dripping. All my guys are dripping.
Dripping.
All these guys are dripping. Oh my God.
Oh my
All my
God.
guys are dripping. Show your drip.
Hey,
don't worry.
Drippy.
Oh my God, this drip is drippy.
So the Hope Dealers sang this song, Drippy, right? Because in the UK, they call when you're all nicely dressed from head to toe, designer labels and everything. They see you're wearing drip. It's drip. And so you're, drippy. Pastor, this is 40-something-year-old man, because all the people in his church were like 20-something. So now he's trying to be like one of the young blood, right? Now talking about, oh my guys are drippy. So he's in the studio, right, trying to sing, but he just sounds so ridiculous. Never heard anything so. But yeah, but guys, enjoy the music by our dear Pastor Tobi. Oh my guys are drippy. Nonsense.
All my guys are dripping. Show your drip.
Drip.
Don't worry. Oh my God, this drip is drippy. Oh my God, look at this drip. This is dripping, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show my drip. Dripping.
They will soon deport your ass to Nigeria. Do.
Dripping. Oh my guys are dripping.
Guys, please do not get it twisted. Pastor Tobi is a nasty motherfucker. He is a nasty piece of work. I have evidence. I used to go in the chat to go and hear him while he's talking his bullshit. He is a nasty motherfucker. And let me prove to you how nasty this man was. Hold on. He deserves to be in jail. I'm not content that this guy is going to go. Man. Okay, let's see. Let's go to history. Give me a second. Where's that? The video where he I put it in a playlist. Hold on, let's see. I put it in a playlist. Right, let's see. What did I name the playlist as? I put it in a playlist. What's it called? What did I name the playlist as? Yeah, this is it here. View full playlist. Okay. Now, oh, did I get it or no? No, it's not here. Right. Just give me a second. So the people were busy singing. The choir were busy singing. Please listen. This is your pastor. You as a church member, you are doing the church an unpaid service. You should be respected for the work that you do in a church. But please listen. And guys, I've got tons of videos showing how despicable this guy is. Please listen to this, Toby.
Well, Nigerian-born UK pastor Tobi Adegboyega has stirred reactions from many as he shot down his choristers in the middle of their presentation before berating their performance. The choristers were singing where he interrupted them and asked everyone to sit down. Let's take a look at the video, which has made it our... Who said that?
Okay, when they are ready, thank you guys. Be seated, please. Livingstone is amazing, but that song was boring me to death, so I had to come up, man. That's long. So, but thanks, guys. We'll come back. We'll sing together in a minute.
Your pastor comes up and says, your song was boring him to death. It was long. Listen to him again. The clown.
Okay, when they are ready, thank you, guys. Be seated, please. Livingstone is amazing, but that song was boring me to death, so I had to come up, man. That's long. So, but thanks, guys. We'll come back. We'll sing together in a minute. Was sleeping off.
Every time I watch that video, I don't know. I'm always in shock. I almost cannot believe it whenever I see the video. It's like, this did not just happen. In fact, person who said it said, I can't believe Pastor Tobi said this.
I think it's mostly because we're too used to thinking things and not saying them. You know, the challenge is that he said it. I'm very sure that, you know, they're...
Yes, he said it. Oh, sorry. Am I muted? He said it and said much more. I've got documentary evidence. Documented evidence. Yeah. We do that tomorrow. Today is about Daddyfreeze. So I'm just showing you bits of this guy who Daddyfreeze goes to his house and starts showing off. You would think that Freeze would have learned with his other friend, but no. So now let's go back to this particular video. So now Freeze, yeah, let's see what you can show us again about your friend.
Drill, a viral track on YouTube.
Okay.
And this is the booklet for the 140 companies within the nation, ranging per family, not in any particular order, but just per family.
A booklet for 140 companies. Guys, does this booklet look like it contains whatever plan for 140 companies? Does it look like it? Freeze is there. Any logical thinking person will know that no, Tobi Adegboyega just came to the UK 5-6 years ago. And now he's sitting on top of 140 companies by his church members, which majority of them are youngsters. Daddyfreeze should have been thinking, but no, he was there.
Something else that they'll put out this year. This is one of their tracks that came out this year, Kings of Drill, a viral track on YouTube.
Okay.
And this is the booklet for the 140 companies within the nation, ranging per family, not in any particular order, but just per family. And all these are working businesses that employ people. We are talking over around 300, 400 people employed in the nation through this, internal and external. That includes contractors. Sorry, that excludes contractors, because Night Shield alone has about 200 contractors between London and Leicester and Nottingham. Night Shield Security has around how many contractors? Maybe 85. No, has about 300 contractors. I think.
Look at Toby, the one in charge of the company. Look at him, just hiding in the corner there.
Stewards, security people. So whenever there's a program, whenever there's an event, whenever there's a football match, it's Night Shield Security that staffs. Usually not.
So a lot of people have been asking, what does Pastor Tobi do? This is just 140 companies.
Guys, this moment here sealed it for me. This moment sealed it. You see, the other guy was the one vocal telling people, this is what we do, this is a preacher, sir. This is a preacher, guys. You guys are watching a preacher. He's in charge of 140 companies. This is his church. These are his church members. But they all live together in different houses. Communal living. Now, Toby says he has 140 companies under him. Now, Daddyfreeze is about to ask the question. People have been asking, what does Pastor Tobi do? Please listen to the response. What does Pastor Tobi do? We'll soon be done.
Stewards, security people. So whenever there's a program, whenever there's an event, whenever there's a football match, it's Night Shield Security that staffs. Usually not.
So a lot of people have been asking, what does Pastor Tobi do? This is just 140 companies.
They all came out of the nation. So none of these companies existed before they met the nation family. So that's our brag. Our brag is that they didn't come here with their businesses. They came here as individuals and then they created these businesses. So it's the word, that's what we're saying. It's the word, it's the family that's birthed these out of these guys there. So none of them actually came with these businesses.
Creating wealth. With wealth creation.
This is what I do, wealth creation. Let's go to the national office.
Yes, so let's go to the national office.
Tobi Adegboyega, they asked you, what do you do? It's 140 companies. 140 companies. Wealth creation. 140 companies. People are asking, what does Tobi Adegboyega do? Pastor. 140 companies. Let me take it back so you guys can see that moment there. He's looking at the other guy for responses. He's looking at the other guy. The other one, he's the one saying all these things. Toby knows nothing. Blockhead. Wait, just guys, watch that moment again.
Has about 300 contractors. I think this weekend they did a football game. They have about 55 contractors. Your contractors, those who work for game. Stewards, security people. So whenever there's a program, whenever there's an event, whenever there's a football match, it's Night Shield Security that staffs. Usually not.
So a lot of people have been asking, what does Pastor Tobi do? This is just 140 companies.
They all came out of the nation. So none of these companies existed before they met the nation family. So that's our brag. Our brag is that they didn't come.
What does Pastor Tobi do? 140 companies. And this guy is explaining that this is our brag. Our brag is that before Pastor Tobi, these companies never existed. But for Pastor Tobi, they're existing. The same man, not long after this, they found this organization. It was a fraudulent organization. They shut them down. Shut the church down. 1.87 million pounds. Miss Misani, I don't know. I don't think those companies truly existed. They couldn't have had 140 companies. Oh, guys, watch that again, please. Take it in. Take it in. Take this moment in. Scammer, thief, Ole, Barawo, Tobi Adegboyega, and his friend recording. Wait, guys, is it just me or what? Are you looking at the body language? Are you looking? This is the pastor. He's in charge of all of this. But for some reason, he's in the back. For some reason, his voice is the lowest. This is a man that brags on a daily basis. But when the camera is right on him in his own home, he's quiet like a mouse. Toby.
About 200 contractors between London and Leicester and Nottingham. National Security has around how many contractors? 85. No. Has about 300 contractors. I think this weekend they did a football game. They have about 55 contracts with their contractors.
85 contractors, 300 contracts. These people are a bunch of thieves and scammers. So you, Mr. Big Head, here telling everybody. So you don't even know how many you got. You're looking at the other guy over there to give you answers. Toby, that one is just standing there just like a dunce. Oh, these people.
National Security has around how many contractors? 85. No. Has about 300 contractors. I think this weekend they did a football game. They have 55 contracts with their contractors. Those who work for game. Stewards, security people. So whenever there's a program, whenever there's an event, whenever there's a football match, it's national security that starts. Usually not it.
So a lot of people have been asking, what does Pastor Tobi do? This is just
140 companies.
140 companies.
They all came out of the nation. So none of these companies existed before they met the nation family. So that's our brag. Our brag is that they didn't come here with their businesses. They came here as individuals and then they created these businesses. So it's the word. That's what we're saying. It's the word. It's the family that's birthed these.
Look at him.
So none of them actually came.
Look at him. Looking at the 140 companies that he is in charge of. What does Pastor Tobi do? This was his moment to shine. This was his moment to say, look, as the pastor, as I lead these people who own these businesses, who do, I, shepherd them. Because how is a pastor leading 140 companies? He just did like he did not hear the question. What's 140 company now? See 140. This guy.
With these businesses.
Creating wealth.
Yeah.
Wealth creation.
Here's what I do. Wealth creation, guys. Let's go to the next sheet office.
Yeah, let's go so we can do. I can dodge your questions.
So if you're wondering where all the Lambos and the Ferraris and the Gucci's are coming from, the 140 companies. Oh my goodness.
Can you shut up, Mrs. Freeze? You hear her, Freeze's wife. So if you're wondering where all the Lambos and things are coming from, it's from the 140 companies. They didn't tell you that. There are no 140 companies. You're the one just making. Let me see, when was this video made? It wasn't too long ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, this was made. What's 140 companies? Are you okay? Mrs. Benedicta, talking smack.
Creating wealth. Wealth creation.
Here's what I do. Wealth creation.
Is what I do. Wealth creation. Olodo.
So if you're wondering where all the Lambos and the Ferraris and the Gucci's are coming from, the 140 companies.
You're all guilty. All of you. All of you. Benedicta, Freeze, all these people. The victims They cried. His victims, they did the documentary. They were real life victims crying because of this man. And here we have a preacher and his wife. See, 140 companies. They should go and bury their heads in shame.
Yeah.
I'm big on enterprise. So it's like blowing my mind.
Hey,
What they
you're
see
big
is the
on
Lambos and the
enterprise.
McLaren. They don't see the hard work. You can see that. That's the Urus.
So, okay. Daddyfreeze is at the back. What they see is the Lambos and the McLarens. They don't see the hard work. What hard work, Daddyfreeze? Daddyfreeze, you are a problem. The man has not told you he works hard. He has not told you he owns any of these cars. People came out and said these were rented. One of the people in this organization works for a car renting service. None of this is owned by Toby. And even when they go and rent it, it's not his name that is used. It's someone else's name. So wait, Toby is supposed to be showing Freeze. Look at Toby in the front. He don't. Look, Toby is doing everything to get off the camera. Not to be connected to the wealth at all. Yet, this is supposed to be Toby's home. These are supposed to be his cars. This is supposed to be... Something doesn't add up here. Sorry, just no. Something doesn't add up.
The Gucci, the coming from the 140 companies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
See, Toby didn't even know. He said, look, the guy said we can use this door. Look, listen. This is supposed to be this guy's home. It's the other guy that's saying we can use this door. Toby's asking, this door?
Wondering where all the Lambos and the Ferraris and the Gucci are coming from. The 140 companies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
See, Toby didn't even know.
What they see is the Lambos and the McLaren. They don't see the hard work. You can see that. That's the Urus 720S.
All of you that are part
this
of
is what the world
scam.
sees. They don't see the work that goes in. Are we PT? PT. They know they see the work that goes in.
These are relief. These are just little compensations.
Little
compensations for the plenty work.
There are 50 locations like this. Are you ready for the night shield office?
Yes, we're ready for the night shield office. All right.
Look at
So this is
the
the
young
night shield
people.
office.
So this is the night shield office.
Look at all the young people that are church members. These are church members.
So the night shield office powers most of the businesses that run in the Gold House. So businesses like all of our crypto businesses, all of our hospitality businesses, anything that runs out of this Gold House is powered by these guys. Recruitment, training, any of those sort of businesses are powered by these guys. This is Reese, that's Richard and Scott, Charlie at the back, Luke, and William, and that's most of the night shield office. Of course, here also is Sam, who's about to do his PhD. Precious, who's working on one of our projects.
PhD in what?
So there's a vast different types of businesses running in this office. There's nothing set. It's per person's skill that gets into those businesses. For the manager,
Guys, look where the businesses, Tobi Adegboyega's, Pastor Tobi Adegboyega's businesses. This is the powerhouse. Look at the young people here. Daddyfreeze, something is wrong with your head. Your wife, all of you in this place here. Why can't you pick one of these people? This girl, this little girl, take her to the side. This one does not look 16, 18. What is your job role here? How much do you get paid? Guys, these are church members. These are church members. Why is those kids? Hey, you're asking, how am I supposed to know? I'm just showing you. This man, the news broke yesterday. The UK government have said he's to be deported back to Nigeria, thankfully. Cult leader. Guys, in his cult, they would tell the people to go and sell their blood for money. There's a video of one of his pastors telling the people, if you must beg, if you must steal, if you must borrow to pay for Toby's birthday. Let me see if I can find that video. Beg, borrow, or steal. Will I be able to find? Oh. Oh, there were lots of videos that were. Let me see. No, okay. Maybe I should go on. Oh, have they scrubbed that video from the thing? I've actually got the video myself. Let me see if I can find that video. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find that video. I've got the video in my. No, not this one. This one might not play. I had that video earlier on. Just 1 second, guys. I'll find it. Just give me a minute. I will find it. You will hear a pastor telling her followers to beg, borrow, or steal for Tobi Adegboyega's birthday. So, my albums, I think, is in favorites. They will be in my. Sorry, guys. In the meantime, guys, can you just give the stream a thumbs up for me? Please give the stream a thumbs up. I've been going for a little while. Library. How do I get the oh yeah, okay, right. 1 second. I should be able to get to the video. I hope I have it in my favorites. I should have it somewhere. I actually saw it earlier on today. I should have saved it because today was not for not so much about Pastor Tobi, but about Freeze. So just give me a minute. I'm looking. Oh, guys, you should see how vile this man was. This Tobi Adegboyega. Oh, such a vile man. I might be able to find it. Hold on, let's see. Where did that lady go? Telling the followers to beg, borrow, or steal. You know, guys, when you're looking for something, you don't find it, right? Oh no, now I don't see it. Thought I had it here. Wait, let's see. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No. Media types videos. It will be in my videos, but it will be somewhere here. One thing about me, when I start looking for something, I will not rest until I find it. I will not rest because it will bother me so much. It will bother me if I don't find it, especially when I saw it earlier on today and now I can't find it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? No, it might be a bit further up. Might be a bit further up. I know I need to give it a rest. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just hell bent on fighting this. Because one thing I don't like doing, I don't like just talking without showing, exactly what I'm talking about. I like to show, so you can see that I'm not bullshitting at all. I know exactly what I'm, talking about. Where did it go? Where did that video go? Aha, I might be near it now. I might have come close to it. Sorry, guys. I should have kept it in a place where I easily find it. But hey, when you're not looking for something, that's when the thing will just be right there in your face. But when you're looking for it, it just disappears. Yeah. Come on now. Come on. Okay. I might just give it a rest, guys. Oh gosh. How come I saw it earlier on? Are you guys okay still? Huh? Hope you're not bored and left me alone by myself. Sorry. Imagine spending all this plenty time and yet not finding it. That would not be nice. Oh, that would not be nice. I saw this video earlier on today. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Come on. Are you guys still patient with me? I'm sorry. Oh no. Where did the video go? Let's see, I'm gonna look like a joker now. Oh god. Where did that video go? Because I looked online to see if I could find it. And I didn't see it online, so but I do have a copy somewhere. Spent almost a whole 10 minutes looking for it. Okay, just one more minute, and if I don't find it, that's it. Just one more minute. If I don't find it, then that would be it. Oh shit! I wanted to make sure you guys. It was so ridiculous. This lady sat there, and a pastor said that to her members. I found it. I found it. My goodness. What's for dinner? I finally found it. That was crazy. All right. I finally found it. Right. Okay. Let's see. I'm so sorry, guys. Don't worry. We'll soon be done. All right. Let's see if you can hear this.
Account right now. We need all of you to go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Tobi's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm almost getting stopped by police. but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give. Yes, seed was last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday is today. And if I'm saying I honor this man of God, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm contributing to this money. Please meet Pastor Genevieve, who will give you further details on how to make sure you get that money to.
Telling these youngsters to beg, borrow, or steal for Toby's birthday, which is on the 11th day of the 11th month. Yeah. Beg, borrow, or steal. Yes. It says Pastor Nikki of Spark Nation says, locate whatever you have in your accounts. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, or steal if you have to for our pastor's birthday. The pastor who lives in a 2.5 million pound mansion and drives a personalized Lamborghini. Make it make sense. How are you encouraging stealing? Right? This person is
account right now. We need all of you to go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give. Yes, seed was last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday is today. And if I'm saying I honor this man of God, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm contributing to this money. Please meet Pastor Genevieve, who will give you further details on how to make sure you get that money to where it needs to go. But I'm begging you, please, let's start preparing our money from now. Go and borrow, beg, steal, whatever it is you need to do to make sure that you have to give to this. Don't let this day go by, or don't let this birthday rather go by without you having given. Okay? All right.
So you heard it, and I'm so sorry it took me a bit of a while because this was a good few years ago and it's in my archives. I had to search through a lot of videos, but yeah, these are the youngsters that she was talking to go and beg, borrow, steal. These people. Daddyfreeze.
Oh wow.
This is Daddyfreeze. This is Mom Taste Box. They just came over to see our home set up. They're friends of PT, friends of the nation. You guys already know that. So I just said I'll come up and say hi to you guys.
Wait.
Thank you guys.
So these people are working. Why are we not? What's on the computers? Huh? This is the powerhouse of Toby's enterprise. Guess what? These tables don't look like. Do these people look like they work here? Does she look like an employee here? Huh? These people look like they've been told today, some we're visitors, just come and pretend that you're doing something here. Fraud.
Peter's in my car for the first time. I'm always in his car.
A very lovely car.
Hey. So PT has houses like these. I'm gonna stop the camera and show you the video. By the way, PT's car is coming. Abby's driving it. I have to show you. So let me quickly show you the house so I can show you the car. The car is more important than the house, in my opinion. But just see the house first. 50 houses like this. Abby, PT. 50, yeah. 50 houses like these.
So they are setups, they are operations, meaning different businesses in those houses that make money, generate their own revenue, and add to the economy of UK.
So this was the car we're racing that day. That's that same McLaren, that poisonous, venomous McLaren that was taking off in the rain. Yeah, so we're going to another one of the houses. A lot of people have been asking, this is your friend, PT, Pastor Toby. What does he do? What does he do? You're beginning to see some of it now.
We're enterprise people. We love enterprise.
We enterprise people.
Enterprise in church must create wealth.
How do you do that, Toby?
For what they don't have.
Toby, how do you enterprise people?
This is the Capitol House. Another Lamborghini here. They know they ever slide.
Daddyfreeze, how does Toby enterprise? Guys, we enterprise people. What does that mean? Enterprise people. We enterprise people. Or the people are your enterprise. Judging by the methods and how they've done business.
Yo, this is Pastor Sam.
Welcome.
So this is another
BT,
house.
we're representing here again. This is the Capitol House, I heard.
This is the house. This is the house where there was reported abuse. It was video. There was video of it. This guy, his Sam Akokai, whatever. In his house, there was abuse. Yeah, abusing young boys, beating them. So this.
Everyone.
This is part of the manual.
So these are all. See, Pastor. Look at the pastor. Look at this one. This one that looks like he's still in the university. He's a pastor in this church. As soon as you get there, they look at you, they think, okay, you've come 5 weeks in a row, 6 weeks in a row. They make you pastor. 5, 6 weeks in a row, they make you pastor.
What's up? It's Reggie. He's Reggie. That's Jay. She's our politician. This is Precious Adama. Taliba, the best chef in the world, private chef in the world. Sharif, and then Stephanie over there. My wife is going to take over there.
Oh, and this is,
of course, the church herself, Pastor Lucia.
Pastor Lucia and the baby 7. Oh, this is where he did the naming, and then there's a pool.
So this is where we first started our recruitment drive. We've had a recruitment company for the last maybe almost 10 years now. We've had a recruitment company. VT actually instructed us to start a recruitment company in 2015. So that's how I have actually been working on different contracts for many years. We had this set up for a while as the recruitment office, but now this is our media office. So we go live every night around midnight. And then now we've got a bigger office, maybe about 15 minutes away from here now. Where we've got about 20 staff working on recruitment contracts as well. We actually train people to get into employment, and we do about maybe 200 a month. So we train about 200 people a month to get them into employment. So that's how
train them in doing what?
So there are more people attached to the house, but
guys, you realize that all of this is all bullshit. In this house, there is about, give or take, there'll be about 20 people living here, right? 3 people in a room, 4 people in a room. This guy, he's one of the main ones, right? So he and his wife, one room, right? Now all the youngsters, all of them will have to go and work. As soon as they come back, as soon as their monies, they earn the monies, they hand it over to him or whoever is the mentor in that home. They collect all their monies. As soon as they collect all their monies, can you imagine? They will have like 10, 20,000. They will pay the bills here and then remit most of it to Pastor Toby. That's the way this. So all this year, we recruit, we send this, we did this. It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
Because they're in the office today, actually, they're not here at the moment. So that's what it is.
They train them to scam. They don't even train them.
All right, so we're going to yet another house, but this time, Tazebot is once again riding in a McLaren with Abby.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Tazebot, let me see if you can close the door. Oh, yeah. She knows how to close a McLaren door. Oh, their father.
Somebody's husband.
Say the hair sound. All right. P.S. That's Pastor Sam. Beautiful home. What's it called in the capital? House of Capital. Beautiful
House
home.
of
Lovely family lives
Capital.
there. And we're going to yet another house. For those of you asking, what does Pastor Toby do? When I don't see him now. We're at another house now. In this house
of Bandits. No.
House of Bundles.
House of Bundles.
And that's
Really?
Bundle
I
himself.
thought it was House of Bandits.
Toby Bundles. Mr. and Mrs. Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Bundles.
So these are the mentors in this house. These are the ones that the church has put here in this house to control the youngsters. The House of Bundles. The House of Bandits.
I just love this. This is more contemporary than all the other houses. Oh, wow. Babe, have you seen here?
Can you see so many people in the house?
Oh,
Right?
he's
Can
so
you
cute.
see?
His name is Eze.
Every house they've gone to, there's so many people. Why? Because this is all communal living. So many people. And these are the church members.
Bundles.
So it should be King
King Eze. Eze is king already, so it's Eze Bundles. That's King of Bundles.
I love this. Is it?
This is the.
Everything just smells so nice.
Our software engineer, this is her.
Oh, she's Sandra.
Sandra, come.
Wow.
So Sandra's
Hi.
software engineer.
Just random people showing up from.
Currently at the moment, I'm doing work experience for software engineering at JP Morgan, and then I'm just learning different languages. So I'm learning Python, and then I'll go to another coding language that's called Ruby.
This is so sweet. Oh wow. With a fireplace and all. And the house on top of a hill. Is that why they call this place the Beverly Hills?
You know what it was? It's because where we used to live, we were called Beulah Hill.
Yeah.
And then because her name's Beverly,
Yeah.
we changed it to Beverly.
To Beverly Hills.
So this is our dining. We're still setting it up. We're still setting it up.
Oh wow.
This is the dining area. We're getting there.
This is so gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. Nigerians, when you come abroad, try to live like this, Not be all the time Peckham.
Shut up, Freeze.
Sorry, I had to just throw a song.
Shut up, idiots.
The house sits. How big is the land?
The question you should be asking is, how many people live in this house? No, you go and see a preacher. Why is a preacher bringing you to all these many different houses? See, another. This is another
It's his
house.
birthday today, and this is another one of the houses. Facebook has officially joined them. Yeah, so we're the odd ones out.
Guys, this is a house. Look at this.
And leaders, Pastor Ben and Co.
This is church. I don't know if it was by this time that the UK government had closed down his church for fraud, and they started holding church in the houses. I don't know if it was before or it was after. But guys, this is one of Tobi Adegboyega's house. You would think that this grown adult that is recording Adegboyega, what's his name? Freeze, will ask questions. What kind of pastor? Since when did pastors have houses like this? Meanwhile, look at that girl over there with her skirt all the way up here. Sexual abuse was rife in these houses. Yes, there were reports of sexual abuse.
I thank you all for fighting good. I thank you for leading us.
Thank you for fighting good.
And that's it.
For what?
I didn't know till this evening. Like I said, I had to say, Daddyfreeze, please, can we just touch base like 4 hours away? But it's so awesome. You know, I got a surprise. Not from you, don't think there's a surprise.
There's still another
All right, ladies
house.
and gentlemen, we are at the Power Base house. I guess that I'm here with Pastor Toby, a gorgeous taste buds, and Pastor Danny.
Oh, pastors.
So, Pastor Danny, what do you guys do at the Power Base house?
Okay, so the Power Base Institute is in effect the education arm of the family. We've started an
The
institute and
education
the
arm
is to
of
revamp the out-of-date
the education arm of Tobi Adegboyega's family. Watch him talk about how they educate people. Meanwhile, the one on the TV, that one is busy live streaming church. That's all they did every day. Live stream church. And then tell people to bring money. But this one is about to tell you about the education arm. Are you guys still here? Are you guys still listening? He's still here with me? Okay, he's about to tell them about the education arm. And I need to get out of here soon. Okay. The education arm of a church in somebody's house. The education arm. All right. Tell us about the education. I'm gonna tell this was just mind-blowing.
curriculum of the educational system. We did an extensive study and realized that the curriculum has not changed much over the last 100 years. I like to do an analysis where I compare what telephones used to look like with what they look like now. What motor cars used to look like when Henry Ford invented them to what they look like now. Systems have evolved, but the classrooms have not. So what we are doing now is we've got a revamped curriculum that provides advanced education for students, really. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but we never got taught how to make money in schools, for example. Financial literacy is one of the courses here. Leadership was not taught in schools. We teach that here. Exploring dreams, innovation. And these are some of the home economics, politics, business studies. So we teach students between the ages of 10 and 14 on the Young Genius program. We've also got
10 and 14
where we
years
train
old.
students in software engineering, digital marketing, cybersecurity, and money on the blockchain. These are courses you won't find in your schools, whereas the world is
They want to teach the children financial. It's all about money, money, money. 10 to 14-year-olds.
Evolving super quick. So it's from this that we're able to train students. We're going to graduate 10 students from the Young Genius program by December 2022. And this summer, we graduated 51 students from the tech school. And that takes us to a total of 350 since our invention when we started in the middle of COVID. So, yeah, that's 350 students.
So aside the education, what else do you do?
So we've got businesses. One of the alumni from the Churchill Fellowship program is the founder of the Kalimanchi business. And they, funnily enough, supply schools like Eton College, which is one of our competitors, really, but you could argue that, they're not really competing with us because we're in a different lane. But we've got big clients like Marvel Studios. We supply all the actors and the production teams that do all the big movies. They love African food, by the way. Some may not know it. So we provide them jollof rice. It's crazy.
Wait, so they supply what to Marvel movies? Say what now? Huh? Marvel movies?
Where we train students in software engineering, digital marketing, cybersecurity, and money on the blockchain. These are courses you won't find
money
in schools.
on the
Whereas the world is evolving
blockchain.
super quick.
10 to 14-year-olds are being taught about money on the blockchain.
So it's from this that we're able to train students. We're going to graduate 10 students from the Young Genius program by December 2022. And this summer, we graduated 51 students from the tech school. And that takes us to a total of 350 since our invention or when we started in the middle of COVID. So, yeah, that's 350 students.
So aside the education, what else do you do?
So we've got businesses. One of the alumni from the Churchill Fellowship program is the founder of the Kalimanchi business. And they, funnily enough, supply schools like Eton College, which is one of our competitors, really, but you could argue that, they're not really competing with us because we're in a different lane. But we've got big clients like Marvel Studios. We supply all the actors and the production teams that do all the big movies. They love African food, by the way. Some may not know it. So we provide them jollof rice. It's crazy.
They supply actors. Eh? This guy just sat there and lied. You, Tobi Adegboyega, is supplying actors to Marvel movies. Wait, hold on. No, guys. Was it me or what? He said they're supplying actors. Wait, supplying actors.
The Churchill Fellowship program
is
the founder of the Kalimanchi business. And they, funnily enough, supply schools like Eton College, which is one of our competitors, really, but you could argue that, they're not really competing with us because we're in a different lane. But we've got big clients like Marvel Studios. We supply all the actors and the production teams that do all the big movies. They love African food, by the way. Some may not know it. So we provide them jollof rice. It's crazy. We've got big clients also like Nike. We supply Nike whenever we go and do their campaigns for young kids to take them away from negative lifestyles into sports. So we've got some good contracts that we supply with the Kalimanchi movement.
All right, guys. So this is my verdict. After being to all the houses, I'm chilling with the gorgeous Taste Buds in the penthouse. Taste Buds, what's up? Okay. So everyone's entitled to their opinion. And at least with my fine shot, am I not lucky? So like I was saying, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And I've had my own experiences in this emerging world. And there are things I'd like to say too. When you hear that someone runs a business, many people expect to see physical things like factories or shops or something. I had that problem too. I remember a billionaire once reached out to me and said, Daddyfreeze, I want to support you, your business. Let's build this and build it. And I was like, I didn't know how to explain to him that I don't need those things. My business is more abstract. It's more in the air. It's hard to pinpoint. So I do understand management businesses. I do understand online-based businesses. Many people haven't gotten to that level yet, but in the UK and the US, most of what they have is done online. Look at House of Medics, for instance, the recruitment agencies. Look at all the crypto businesses that are done and done legally, and you begin to have a glimpse into what's really going on in Pastor Tobi's life.
Crypto businesses.
Pastor Tobi's my friend. Had an opportunity to hang out with him this trip. Went to a few of the houses, met some of the most brilliant minds. I met a young man who is currently the youngest chartered engineer in the UK. He finished with a first class, top of his class. These are the kind of people that work with and work for Pastor Tobi. Another thing I noticed is the love.
They work with and work for. It's only in Pastor Tobi's church. They supply Marvel. They've got the best medics. They've got the best actors. They've got the best in this place. Daddyfreeze, because of you doing this, I don't know how many people watched this and thought, wow, amazing, let me go. And they ended up being scammed. Daddyfreeze, you were part of this. This isn't me making things up. Look at you. Look at this is why they have not brought any criminal cases against this man in the UK. No, people need to sign a petition. They need to sign a petition and include Daddyfreeze in it.
Family units. There's so many things Pastor Toby told me in confidence about how they operate their families and all that, and how strict sometimes he can get, because Pastor Toby can forget all the plenty Gucci and Versace and LV.
Abuse.
Pastor Toby know the joke. But you see, the love is so abundant. I've never seen a church like this before in my life, and I've seen many churches.
This
I
is
went
not
to
a
church.
church.
That I had pastor, and it was my pastor that wanted to get me sacked from my former place of work. I'm glad we've all moved on from that, but it's a story I would always tell. When Pastor Toby shows up at a house, the way everybody's happy to receive him. I've gone to see him at times of the night when he wasn't expecting me, just like I went to Boston. I want to see what's even happening in this house. And you see all the families cooking together in the kitchen. He doesn't live alone in his house. He lives with other families, other Christian church families, or should I say Christian families that share his belief system. And what he does is, when the children get to a certain age, they don't live with their parents, they live with other people. So they learn the community, communal living that was symbolized by Christ and the apostles. The scriptures are very clear. In 1 Corinthians chapter 9, for instance.
Communal living, 16-year-old, 17. Communal living. That's a cult. Daddyfreeze, will you let your daughters do communal living?
Paul spoke about how Peter and James the just lived in the believers' houses, and how even Peter came along with his wife and lived in other people's houses. The first time I actually saw this was with Pastor Toby and all the families living together.
Someone said we will soon find out how many of them look like him. Some allegation broke out recently. There was a footballer and his wife. I don't know how true this is. I don't know. The man was suspecting his wife. They are close with Toby. He went and did DNA for his 3 sons. None of them was his. None of them was his, the footballer man. So I don't know how true this is. They were saying that all 3 of them were Toby's babies. How true this is, I don't know. I have no idea. So,
and all the families tasked with the responsibility of living with other people. I've never seen them quarrel. They say, as a leader, if you quarrel with your wife, you can get demoted. There's so many things about Pastor Toby's church that is not open to the world. I was able to sneak in. I'm a number one. I put my eye inside. They say, if you fight with your wife, first time they're gonna call you, they're gonna call you. Second time you're gonna be demoted. That as leaders, you are not even meant to fight. The wives, they don't quarrel.
Can you imagine when the church involves itself in private life? You are in trouble. When church now has the authority to run your life, that's it, you're done.
Everybody is working together for the common goal. And the common goal is creating a...
The common goal is to give Toby money. The common goal is to make Toby rich. That's the common goal. Shut your mouth, mister. The common goal is to make Toby rich.
A better society, not just for believers, but for the public at large. And most people will accuse me, Daddyfreeze, you're hanging out with this pastor who collects tithes and seeds and offering and dangerous seeds and all that. And let me tell you this. Pastor Toby and I share so many fundamental belief systems. Starting, for instance, with the fact that we don't believe in tithe. Pastor Toby doesn't collect tithe. I don't know if he's against people giving it to their pastor, but he personally doesn't believe in it, and he doesn't collect it. He doesn't collect seeds. He doesn't collect...
That's a lie.
Offering.
That's a lie. This guy just lied that Toby does not collect seed. So you will sit there and lie. He said Toby does not collect tithe, but he collects something called Habib. Habib. I don't know what to do. Don't ask me. Habib. Please listen to this lady again. Listen to this lady again. This is a pastor in Toby's church telling the people to go and look for money. He said, I know that seed was last week. Listen.
Account right now. Listen. Need all of you to go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, so I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give. Yes, seed was last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday is today. And if I'm saying I honor this man of God, then I'm going to do whatever.
Did you hear that? She said, yes. This money they're collecting, 1111 seed. She said, yes, last week was seed. Now, this Daddyfreeze sat here and lied and said, Toby does not collect seed.
Belief systems. Starting, for instance, with the fact that we don't believe in tithe. Pastor Toby doesn't collect tithe. I don't know if he's against people giving it to their pastor, but he personally doesn't believe in it, and he doesn't collect it. He doesn't collect seeds. He doesn't collect offering. He also doesn't believe God can solve Nigeria's problems or the world's problems. I was watching a sermon yesterday from Pastor Sam, who is the GO of Pastor Toby's church, and he was emphasizing on how God made us gods on the earth. He gave us the earth. He gave us innovation ideas. He gave us his spirit. What we need to do is go there and till the earth. Be fruitful and multiply doesn't mean having 20 children. It means using the resources of the earth, multiplying and bringing forth fruit
you heard that, right?
out of the earth. Stop running away from the responsibility we have been given and hanging on some sort of spirituality. Pastor Toby doesn't believe you can pray a country out of problem. Pastor Toby doesn't even believe you can pray your finances out of problem. We share those fundamental belief systems. A lot of people don't understand this and they don't ask questions. So they believe, oh, Daddyfreeze, you are against a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of doctrine. So why are you hanging out with this guy? Pastor Toby and I are almost 95%, if not more, identical with doctrinal ideologies. We believe in the society above all things. And he is tasked with the physical.
Daddyfreeze, you are drawn to the money. You are drawn to the cars. That's your MO. You only go with people who have coins. That's all you do. You only go for the top echelon. Anywhere where money day, and there they go see Daddyfreeze. That has been your MO. You have no right to be telling anyone about Bible. Just stop it. Not that I think that your religion is anything anyway, but look at him sitting there. We share a lot of things about the. Tomorrow, guys, I'll show you videos about the despicable nature of Tobi Adegboyega. In fact, I might be able to show you one right now. I might be able to show you one so you can see what a horrible, horrible individual this man is. Horrible individual. And then that will be it for today. A horrible man. Tomorrow I will do a better job of putting the videos together. Maybe I should do it next tomorrow. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Wait. No. I want one where, okay. So this one, okay. I don't know if it's been a long time. I haven't seen these videos in a while. Okay, guys, this is going to be the final video for the night. I'm going to bid you all good night, as I'm going to come off the screen, but just watch Toby in action. And yet, this man says and shares the same doctrines with him. Please make sure to give the stream a thumbs up for me, okay? Thank you. Please listen to Toby.
Who clearly is a control freak. The way he responds to people, the way he speaks about people who question his organization is quite disturbing. For someone who names himself a pastor, this is how he talks to people. He doesn't mind insulting their family members.
Thank you. Good night.
Any insult thrown at him, instead of ignoring it, paying no attention to it, he feels that he needs to respond, which tells you this is a man with a lot of pride.
It's so. Who are you? Shama Raj, whatever that is. I can't be bothered to know what your name really is. Your name sounds like speaking in tongues. Shamara, your name admitted to sexual assault. Your dad admitted to sexual assault.
Someone in his church admitted to sexual assault.
Do that?
Now he says he's the
What's
person's
wrong with your
dad. The person commented and said, someone in your church.
Why did daddy assault people sexually? Your papa, you did talk to now. Don't be me.
Saying you're talking to your father.
Now, guys, wait for me to tell you to remove people before you remove them, because I need them to hear my response. Okay? Tell them to wait for my response. And someone said they block too quickly. Please don't block too quickly. Let me respond, I beg. Please. Someone say, why do you respond like that? You respond because the Bible says the righteous shall be as bold as lions. No. No, it says admitted to sexual assault. You're talking to your father because you were born through assault as well. Yeah, you're a child of assault. And say, how can the pastor say some people are children of it? They are. I repeat, they are. Yeah.
The girls in the back, they are uncomfortable hearing their pastor saying, these people watching online are children of assault. This is a pastor.
Block too quickly. Let me respond, I beg. Please. Someone say, why do you respond like that? You respond because the Bible says the righteous shall be as bold as lions. No. No, it says admitted to sexual assault. You're talking to your father because you were born through assault as well. Yeah, you're a child of assault. And say, how can the pastor say some people are children of it? They are. I repeat, they are. Yeah. Oh, because some people can be emotionally attached. Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. You think you're talking, you guys not talking to some beggarly pastor trying to be like some politician. Are you kidding me? No way. Not having it. What? If you're emotionally down, you locate mad people. Then you start talking to yourselves. That's what you do. You don't come on a timeline, say fire timeline. You don't say, oh, should a pastor be talking like that? I don't want to be a pastor. If that's the case, I don't care. You understand? Keep running your dirty mouth and say karma. Let this person stay there. Say karma of what? You don't sow what you don't reap. Yeah? You don't sow what you don't reap. So whatever you're reaping now is your own karma. It's impossible. The rod of the wicked shall not fall on the righteous. You will learn a lesson how not to open your mouth, fool. You'll learn a lesson. Okay? That's the truth. It's red hot night tonight. Red hot night. Red hot night. Any lunatic crosses this line, don't block them. Let me finish speaking. any lunatic. I understand that 1 out of every 5 black person that is not in SPAC though is suffering from a mental illness. Okay, so a cure for mental illness is stripes, because by his stripes we were healed. So by his stripes, which is the word, you will be healed tonight. Yeah, of madness. By his stripes we were healed. He didn't tell us of what. So but tonight, any lunatic crosses this path. Listen, let me tell you something. The church is not a political organization. Politicians will have to amend and speak and want to please everybody. I'm not a politician. I'm not looking for people's votes. I'm not looking for people to, and people feel, yeah, but so that more people can attend your church. Shut up. What church?